Hi guys, welcome back to Tech with TJ. Today I have part 2 of my Black Friday sales. These are just items that I think you should, consider getting. I'm not saying you need to get every single one of them. But yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing we have here, this is Hisense 55-inch 4K TV. It's a 2025 model, and it's on sale for $240. If you just need a TV to have out, like in a bedroom or something like that. I know Hisense has gotten better in the years, so I think this would be a pretty solid pickup. This is, a really good TV by Samsung, 65-inch. It is 4K. I believe this one is 120 hertz too, but don't quote me. I thought I saw that somewhere. Oh well, I'm not gonna say it's 120 hertz then, because I could have sworn it was. This is the Hisense 2. This is their the 4K TV, but it's like the picture frame. So if you kind of want that look for your house or whatever, this would be the cheaper one to get. This is a 75-inch TV by TCL. I really like TCL. I think they make some good TVs for a really good cost. This is only $700 for 75-inch. It's 4K. This one does 120 hertz to 144, so you can game. If you have like a Xbox, PlayStation, if you want to do a PC, I guess you could too. Now we're kind of getting into motherboards. I will say this list is not as organized as my last video. It's just because I found stuff that looked cool to me and added it. So this is a motherboard, 168. It's the B650. So it's AM5 socket. It's just a good motherboard. This is another motherboard that I thought was cool. This is the B850, so it's kind of just the upgraded version of the last one. It's on sale for $200. So yeah, you get the 2.5 LAN, Wi-Fi 7, 4 M.2 slots, which is pretty cool. This is a power supply by MSI, 850 watts. It's gold certified. So yeah, it's modular, so you get all your extra cables right there. But yeah, like I said, these are just some good deals that I found on PC parts, things like that. This is a Thermalright CPU cooler. I have one that's just like this. I think I might have the V1 or something, because it looks exactly like this and it works really well. Now it has like gold trim to it. I like this one because it's all blacked out, which is neat. The fans on it are really good too, and they look cool. Which adds $80. Another motherboard. This is another 850E. This one's just the black version, and it's the ASUS Tough line, so that's pretty cool. This is UGREEN's NAS, 4-bay NAS that they've come out with recently. It's on sale for $440. So if you need, some network storage and you need it, to access it from, pretty much anywhere, this would be a really good pickup, because it's got the 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet ports, which works perfectly fine. You get M.2 slots. I believe you could upgrade the RAM. So this would be a perfect pickup. This is, if you don't like that brand, you can get the TerraMaster one. This is a 6-bay though, so you get more storage, potentially. 8 gigs of RAM. I believe you can also upgrade the RAM on this too, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is in a case for your PC that you can build in. It's a Thermalright View. It's a cheaper case, but if you're you're on a budget, this will work perfectly fine, especially because all the fans are included, so that's pretty nice. This is another Thermalright tower. I thought this one was just kind of cool, to be honest with you. It's got it just looks different. It's kind of built like a cube almost. Yeah, it comes in white. They got the black version too. The black version's on sale. I just wanted to make sure too before I recommended it. I believe though that the screen that you're seeing, you have to pay extra for that. I think it comes in an extra kit, because I believe, yeah, this is how it looks. So that piece right there comes off, and you can pay extra for the screen. But I thought it looks really cool. I've kind of wanted to get this to build in it, because it's an ATX case, so you should be able to fit you know, whatever you need in there. This is the H6 Flow. I like the NZXT cases. I think they're sometimes a little overpriced, but I think that you pay for the convenience, to be honest with you. They're usually very easy to build in, and this just looks like a very, very cool case. Yeah, it's $109, so you get 3 fans with it, so you will have to buy like an exhaust fan or something like that. But yeah, these are Thermalright fans. I have Thermalright fans on my PC, not these ones, but some different ones, but they do work well, and I'd assume that these work really well. These are neat because they daisy chain, so as you can see, instead of having like 3 separate cables you have to plug in, all you need is one PC cable, or PC fan cable, and you can install all 3 fans by just connecting them as shown here. Yeah, I think they look cool too. These are CORSAIR fans, so try to give people options if they don't want, you know, those exact fans. These are also really good. 44 for 3. That's pretty good. I believe, yeah, the black ones are a little cheaper. They're 42. But yeah, I mean, they're just simple, you know, PC fans that light up. NZXT makes this fan. It's kind of cool. It's I mean, they're 3 fans that are pretty much, they're built together, so it's, yeah, all in one design. So you can have like the cool LED bar on the side of it, things like that. It's just something that I thought was pretty cool, and it's not normally on sale. Now it is $60 though, which, you know, that is pretty expensive, but you know, you want your PC to look cool, so I think that would definitely be a cool upgrade to have. This is the Flint 3 router. I did a review on the Flint 2, which is actually the one that I currently use. This is their upgraded one, so it has Wi-Fi 7, 5, 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet ports. Oh my gosh, can't speak. Anyways, yeah, this is just a solid router. I really like this brand, the GL.iNet. As you can see, they have the, you know, all the specs here posted for you. I've heard that it has really good performance, especially for, you know, $150. This is a more expensive, but let's say you're not really into, you know, the networking and all that. You just want something that you can plug in and it work. This is going to be that router. It's Wi-Fi 7, so you don't have to worry about that. Gaming router, I don't think that really means much, but I just like ASUS because they have an app, and you can set up your router in 2 minutes. I mean, it takes no time at all. You do get, oh, I didn't know this. So you get the 10 gig port there for your input, and then you get 2.5 out. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's actually really cool. I didn't know that when I actually picked this out. I just saw the price and knew it was a good price. This thing never goes on sale, and so I would say that, yeah, if you want kind of some more pro features and more customizable, get the Flint 3. If you want ease of setup and just something to plug and play, get the ASUS. I thought this would be neat to put on there. This is a Fantic electric screwdriver. It's got, you know, all the bits. You got your mat and everything. I really want this, to be honest with you. This is gonna be on my Christmas list. But yeah, so you can fix, you know, all the small electronics and things like that with this kit. And it's neat because it comes in a case. I don't necessarily know why they compare it to the iPad Pro specifically, but they do. So you can kind of see that it's a smaller size. Everything fits into the case perfectly, which is neat, so that way you don't have to worry about losing bits or the screwdriver itself. Which, yeah, it's just a good price too for $60. I also saw this. They have a Fantic, kind of like their, almost like a home improvement kit for $70. So you get a hammer, you know, you get an electric screwdriver. I mean, you get all your stuff that you need. Oh, you get a utility knife too. That's pretty cool. So here's a better picture of what all you get. Yeah, I just thought this was neat because you can always use with a good pair of tools, and I think Fantic makes some really good stuff. So yeah, and for $70, you know, that's not bad at all. So they actually have a good sale, I would say, on GPUs. So this is the MSI 5070 for $590, which that's pretty good. That's a good price for this. I know a lot of people don't like the NVIDIA stuff because of the AI use. I think that for gaming, disregarding AI use, I think that they are more optimized for it. So I'm not going to tell you that, you know, if you go with AMD that you're going to get worse performance. I just think that NVIDIA kind of dominates the gaming market. So this would be a really good pickup because a 5070 can do a little 4K, 1440p, and of course 1080, but it's just a perfect all around. And for the price, it's usually the best, I think, price to performance. Now this is the ASUS TUF 5080. So this is like, I mean, you know, you want to splurge a little bit and get yourself the best of the best. $1,200 you can get the 5080. That's a really good price. This is the 5060, and a lot of people, you know, they don't like the 60 series cards because of the 8 gigs of RAM that it comes with. I think that that's all right, especially if you're on a budget. I wouldn't expect you to try to power like a 4K, even like a 4K high refresh rate, you know, monitor. You're just not going to with this. But for 1080p and for most games, I would say you definitely can play with this card. And for 300, you know, for less than $300, I think that's a good deal. This is the 5060 Ti. So it still has the 8 gigs of DDR5 or the GDDR7 memory, not DDR5. That just means it performs a little better, and it's supposed to perform, yeah, just a little better than what the regular 5060 does. I think for $350, it might be worth it to spend $50 extra to get this, than to spend the $300 for the regular 5060, because you will see a little increase in performance. So that's just why I put this here, because it's, you know, a good price. This is the Insta360, the Link 2. I have a video on this too if you guys want to see it. But I guess, yeah, this is actually what I use to record videos and things like that. So if you like the picture you're seeing, that is from this, and it's a good price at $150. I really like it. It has a bunch of AI tools and things like that that I go over in the video. But yeah, this what I thought was cool too. This is the Surface Pro 2, or the Surface Pro 2-in-1 laptop. It's got an OLED display. It's 13 inches. It's got that the X Elite Snapdragon, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 storage. To me, that's a solid deal. And that I've heard that the Snapdragon, they've made it more apps are starting to use or work with it. So yeah, that was a neat deal for $900. Let's say you need a tablet now. I think tablets are kind of rising in popularity. You know, this is the Amazon Fire, their 10-inch tablet. It's pretty good, especially if you're just getting into tablets. You want to test it out, see how, you know, see if you would like it or not. You know, it can do all your basic tasks and things like that. It's on sale for $70. They do have different colors, things like that. But yeah, this is going to be a very basic tablet. This is the Galaxy A9 Plus tablet. It's an 11-inch. So this is kind of like, you want a tablet and you're an Android user, then this is one I think I would get, because it's $200. So you're not breaking the bank, but it's not necessarily cheap. Yeah, it's real thin. There's not really much to say about it. I mean, it seems like a good tablet. Now the iPad's off a little bit at $274. This is just the basic version, but it's really good. I'm an Apple user, so this is probably what I would lean more towards. But I'm an Apple user. I'm not an Apple like crazy person. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people that will die on a hill for Apple. I don't know if I'd go that far. But yeah, I think they do make good iPads and things like that. This is another one of their iPads that's on sale. I put this one in there in case you just, you're a kind of that pro user and you need something a little more than just the basic model. This has that M3 chip, so it has Apple Intelligence, 128 gigs of storage. You know, it's just a good bump up, and I think for under $500, that's still a really good price. These are the CMF Buds Pro 2. These are some real good earbuds by, if you ever heard of Nothing, it's kind of like their sub-brand. Oh, here it is, CMF by Nothing. So they're just like their cheaper brand where they make cheaper stuff that's still really good. I really want to get these two because I've heard really good things about them, and I really like this blue color. They also have this orange, red kind of color, silver, white kind of color, black, gray kind of color, and then the blue. I like the blue out of all of them, but you know, that's just kind of, you can pick whichever color you like. But yeah, I've just heard really good things about this, and so I might get these. This is the RX 9070 XT, 16 gigs of GDDR6, $650. So this is going to be a really good GPU, especially for that price. You get the 16 gigs of that memory for this thing, so you can, you know, do some 4K, 1440p things like that. They also have, now that I'm looking, they have this too, the 9060 XT for $350. So that's also another good pickup if you know, want the just raw performance over, you know, all features. Then you should get this instead of the 3060 Ti, or not the 5060 Ti. But yeah, so I would say that's a pretty good price. I didn't see that at first. Yeah, I would stick to the 16 gigs of the GDDR6. They do have some versions, I think, that have 8, but 16 is better than 8, you know, so especially for this price, I would say this would be the one to get. But yeah, so now I kind of put this backpack. I have one of these, and they're really good, so I just wanted to put this in here. If you're someone that, you know, needs like kind of like a tech bag, school bag, you know, I don't know, you're going out somewhere and you just want a backpack, these are really good, and especially for $62, I would highly recommend it. They don't look real big, but when you actually like start packing stuff in them, they like kind of like expand. It's kind of weird. I don't understand. But yeah, it's just a good solid backpack. This is a portable monitor by ASUS, 15.6 inches, so it's, you know, it's a pretty big monitor. I just like this one because it's, like I said, it's by a trustworthy brand. It's, you know, very simple. It's something if you need a second screen and you have like your MacBook or, you know, laptop, whatever you have, you can use this. And yeah, it's $149. So just like I said, just a good good deal. 3-year warranty, so you don't have to worry about it. It is just 1080p. It's made for more. It's not made for gaming or anything. It's made as just to be like a second display for like your email or, you know, Word document or something like that. Thought this was a good sale too. This is that Anker Nano 100-watt charger. So you get 3 ports, 2 USB-C, 1 USB-A. It's 100 watts though for $30. So you can charge, you know, laptops, phone, iPad, everything. I mean, pretty much every device that you have, you can probably charge with this, unless if you have like a gaming laptop. But yeah, I mean, actually it shows you right here. I was listing all that stuff off. But yeah, it's a very small charger too. Yeah, I thought that was neat. It also does come with a USB-C cable, but yeah. And then this is the last one that I have on this list. It's an air duster, but like an electric one. I have one, and I will say they're not a scam. They actually are pretty cool. Instead of like, you know, you buy the compressed air for cleaning out your keyboard, things like that, cleaning out your PC, you can buy one of these and it's rechargeable. So you spend $33 once instead of like the 16 or whatever over multiple times. Yeah, small, compact. As you can see, it's just made to blow out your keyboard. Like I said, it's pretty cool. This one's kind of like a little kit too, where they have multiple attachments, a brush, things like that. I would recommend picking this up, especially for this price. They're usually, I don't want to say expensive, but they're pricier for what they kind of are, I would say. And that's a good price. But yeah, that's kind of all I have for you guys today. Hopefully, you know, this kind of gave you some ideas and things like that. I will say you guys need to check out just Amazon for their deals, because there's so many and it's hard to cover all of them. That's why this one's kind of everywhere, because I wanted to try to branch out more, make sure I cover from different different items and things like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.